Welcome to Rise and Shine Daily Business Tech Boost with me, Charly Latham. If you're a small business owner looking to simplify technology and get real, actionable advice from someone with 35 years of IT experience, you're in the right place. Every episode, I'll dive into tools and systems like email, CRM, marketing and tracking, and break them down into bite-sized tips you can use right away. Your time is valuable, so let's get straight to the point. It's time to work smarter, not harder. Rise and shine. It's your daily dose of business tech inspiration with me, Charly Latham. Episode number 444 today. I am going to be talking about permalinks and why they're important to your WordPress website and what I think your settings should be for best SEO for your site, search engine optimization for your site. I am feeling much better, as you can probably tell. I'm still a little croaky and my voice does give out every now and again, so please bear with me as I travel along the road to recovery. So permalinks, what are permalinks? I am sure you have heard people say to you, just reset your permalinks. And you've gone, what? Permalinks? I don't have frizzy hair. I'm sorry, that's a really bad joke. Yeah, okay, we'll just move on. Permalinks, what are they? They are essentially the URL that you use for your website. So as standard, when you install a WordPress website, its default URL is yourwebsite.com/?p equals and a number, and P for page, I think it's P for post, page for page, and then it's there are other things for categories and such as well, but it uses numbers. Now, they're not very user-friendly. Numbers are numbers. Whilst we can remember numbers, they don't really mean anything to us. It doesn't tell us that what the title of the page is. It doesn't tell us what we're going to see when we go to that page. It's just a number. When you're looking at a URL for a site or a web link for a site, and you look at the URL and you can see the page name at the end of the URL. So for example, askcharlylatham.com/book-me, book me. It tells you that you can go there and book a call with me. Hopefully that's what it tells you. That's what it's supposed to tell you. But you can look at that URL and it means something to you. But if I gave you a URL of askcharlylatham.com/P equals 125, you are less likely to remember that. You are more likely to remember askcharlylatham.com/book-me, book-me or book me, all one word. So you're more likely to remember that. So that's why it's more search engine friendly, right? Search engine optimized or SEO friendly, because it's a more memorable link. It's something that gels in our memory. It also, by putting that into our URL, it also allows the spiders, Google's little bots or the search engine little bots that go out and look at your website, to look at that URL and say, oh, that's got book me in it. That's probably about booking. Sorry, no, let me rephrase that. That has these words in the link. That's probably indicative of what the keywords for that page is. Now, what do I mean by that? Because that's a bit confusing. So rather than book me, let's have a look at WordPress optimization or search engine optimization. askcharlylatham.com/articles/search engine optimization. So in the URL there, that's not a real URL, by the way, but in the URL there, we have the word articles, which would be a term that people would be searching for. So articles on, for example, articles on this topic. And then the second part of it, search engine optimization, is the actual topic. So articles on search engine optimization. If you can remember, if you can think about someone typing, give me articles on search engine optimization into a search engine search or into a search bar, because the spiders have gone out, because the bots have gone out and looked at it and read that URL, not that they understand what the words are, but they've now got those words associated with my website. So when people put that in, Google's going to go through and say, oh, this is a site that matches those words. Let's serve up this site as a possible match for you. That's why your URLs are really important for search engine optimization, because you can put the keywords, and if you've followed along previously, keywords aren't just single words, they can be key phrases, but they're the things that people put into a search engine to find the answer to a problem. How do I search engine optimize my site? How do I do search engine optimization? And if you can get those keywords into your URLs, it's just going to make it that much more friendly for the search engines to be able to serve up your site. It's not the be all and the end all. It's not the only thing you have to do. It's just it's that 1% that you can do to increase the search engine optimization on your site. So that's what your permalinks are. Your permalinks are the URLs that you show to the world. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why they're called permalinks. Probably because they're the links that go out. They're permanent links. But with WordPress, you can easily change them. You can change it from the default of $p=125 to /search engine optimization. And what I'm going to do today is show you how to do that. So without further ado, let's go to that, shall we? We are on the dashboard of my demo website. There's not much installed on this site at all. In fact, if I just go and show you the plugins, I've got one plugin installed now. That's it. And everything else, I don't, how many posts do I've got one post, and I've probably got a sample page. I've got a sample page and a draft privacy page. So let's have a quick look. And if I do, if I just do a view on this page, if you have a look at the URL at the top here, it says whatever the website is, $P=1. You should only be able to see the $P=1. Now, if you can imagine, you've got 100 pages on your site or 100 posts on your site, it's going to be $P=50, 53, 55, 91, 100. That number will change as you add more posts into your site. So that is your standard permalink for a WordPress website. It's not very friendly. So how do we change it? How do we make it look pretty? Well, we go down here to the settings menu, and we come down to this one called Permalinks. And when you come into Permalinks, you see you've got several options here. You've got your plain, which is your default, the $P=. You can do date and name. So 2025/03/28 sample post, which, okay, that's getting better, but you've still got to know the year and the month and the day that you're looking for a post on if you're going to type it into your URL, into your search, into your browser address bar. It's also not all that easy for the search engine bots to determine exactly what it's about, because you've got a lot of information in here. So you're likely to get hits for 2025/03/28 as well as whatever this title is. Month and name, so you could do 2025/03 sample post. So it's dropped the date out, the day out. It's just got the month, the year, the month, and the name. You could do numeric, so much like we've got at the top here, instead of P=123, archive/123. Yeah, that's not very useful. And if you can imagine the search engine searching for, indexing you for that and putting you in their little list for, well, they'll rank for anyone typing 123. fantastic, not very useful. You can just do the post name, which is sample post. Now, I'm going to say this is probably the most search engine friendly option you can have. And a lot of people will tell you that you should just go for this option, post name only. I'm going to say you don't. And the reason I'm going to say you don't is it's a trade-off between the best search engine optimization you can do and the best search engine, the best search engine optimization you can do, traded off against the best performance you're going to get out of your website. If you just do sample post, if you just do the post name, and you have a lot of posts that are similar. So for example, going on with my search engine optimization example, if I put search engine optimization for Google as a post name, if I then put search engine optimization tips and tricks for another post, search engine optimization hints for another post. That's 3 posts that all start with search engine optimization. The way the database for WordPress works, when it's searching for those pages to serve them up in the database, it goes through and it looks for everything that starts with search engine or search. And then it brings it down to engine, and then it brings it down to optimization. And that takes a lot of search power. It takes a lot of grunt to be able to get all of those posts out and then decide which post it needs to actually display. Sorry. You can make that quicker by putting the post ID into the URL and putting the post ID, which is this number here, along with the post name. And the way you do that is you come down to custom structure here, click in the box here, and you see you've got these options at the bottom here that you can use. Click post ID / post name, and it's put this %post_ID % and %post name. And what that's going to give you is that's going to give you /1 or 123 / search engine optimization for Google, for example. Let me show you how that works. So I'm going to click save. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back to that post that we were looking at, and we're going to say view. And now, if we have a look at the end of our URL, let me just highlight the right bits of that. It's 1 / hello-world. So if you can imagine, that would be /1 / search engine optimization for Google. That is a great trade-off. That is a fantastic trade-off between getting the best bang for buck you're going to get out of your search engine optimization spiders coming to your website and looking for those looking for that title or those hints and tips. And it's going to allow your website, your database server, to operate optimally, as optimally as possible. So it's a really good trade-off. And honestly, this is let me just go back into Permalinks down here. This is the option that I would choose if you're going to do Permalinks. Now, a word to the wise. Let me actually come back and have a chat to you guys on that one. Where are we? So a word to the wise on permalinks. It's really, really important that you choose your permalink structure early and you stick with it. Don't choose one thing and then change it. And the reason you can do, it's just a lot of work afterwards. Because once you've chosen your permalink structure, Google will come and visit your site, or the search engine bots will come and visit your site, and you will be indexed for those permalinks. What then happens is you change your permalinks, and when someone comes to the website and searches for the old permalink structure, it is more than likely they'll end up with a 404 error, and they won't be able to find the content that you've been indexed for, that you're already in the search engines for. It's not impossible to change your permalink structure. It does take a bit of work, not so much to change it on the website, because as you saw, you can just click the button and say save and it will change it immediately. But you've got to remember about the repercussions of going out further. If people are already linked into your site, if there are already backlinks to your site, if you're already indexed for those URLs, that particular structure, people are going to go looking for that structure. Like I said, it's not impossible to fix. It just takes a lot of work to do. So when you're setting your URL, when you're setting your permalink settings, be certain about what you want, set it, and stick with it. Okay, was that useful? Did you get anything out of it? Do you have any objections to what I've said? If you are watching it and you've got some experience with this, I would love to know. Please leave comments wherever you are watching or listening to this video. You can also come and join me on my locals community, askcharlyletham.locals.com. I would absolutely love to have you come and join the conversation there. You can also send me some DMs on our social media channels if you want. I will get to those eventually. I'm a little slower on those than I am on my locals community or answering comments on my videos. If this video was helpful, can you give it a like? I'd really, really appreciate that. That will tell people that it's a useful video and they might come watch it as well. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so you find out when I drop my next piece of content. Until then, guys, I will see you all tomorrow. Bye. Hey there, thanks so much for tuning in to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost. I hope today's episode gave you some actionable insights that will make your business tech work smarter for you. If you found value, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other small business owners who could use a daily boost. For more tips, tools, and resources, visit www.askcharlyletham.com. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and let's make tech simple together.